And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 44-yard line.
180! You better be afraid of me! You better be afraid!
On 2nd down, Eckler. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's get it! 180! Point it right.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And that was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
You think you gonna get this? Go.
From the gun, Jones. They complete it to Hill. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
We go,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Throwing, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready, ready. Hey, Zoo. Clear.
Check 52's the mark. Check 52's the mark.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And Tate's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
And the Giants' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
51, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
52. Watch 52.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Calais Campbell, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them. Settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Hey, Delta.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Hey, high 7.
Jones now to throw on third down. He completes it to Tate. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now Jones throwing on first down. It's Hill, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jones now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
That's what I do. 52's the mark.
Operating from the gun. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Strip that ball.
Shoot.
Jones off the play fake. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. It's caught. Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Final play of the half, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Browns first down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, Haywood!
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Let's go!
Off-play action. Jones. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Patrick Owasor. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Ready!
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
I got him. Check 43.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go now. 60 or. Hey, box truck, box truck.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Curly. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna Mike the 48 right now. Let's go.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Good one. Go. Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Hey, echo.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones now, operating from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Bravo. Slam, slam, slam. 5.
Second and 5. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch.
Hey, Sam off.
Safety's creeping.
Shoot.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Go, go, go. 552. Coming this way. Coming this way.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Hey, Orvis.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get
Hey, exit.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
That's the way. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Hey, Zoo.
Where's 52? Watch the 52.
Jones, off play action. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Good job, fellas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started.
I'm coming for you. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 50, Hey, Alpha.
You can't block me.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. I got you.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield will let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Crunch time, defense.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Mike 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Mayfield with it once more. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
He's checking.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Out. Check the backer.
Let go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Barkley slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Delta.
52's the mic, boy. 52. Check.
Hey, lead dribble.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 25. Alert flare.
Ready to go.
Begin. Switch.
Shoot.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Check. 52's the mic.
Ready.
52's the mic. There we go.
Get it.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Jim.
General West. Right. Ready.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do.
Yeah.
Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions at the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the screen. Run.
Now Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Check 13. Check.
Hey, alert. Hey, alert. Hurry. Cut.
Here's Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Push him back.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Cleveland, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.